Welcome to Research 101, where I provide basics for research. In this short presentation, I focus on the phenomenological research approach. This is a research methodology that is really common in qualitative research. It's based on the ideology that reality is grounded in people's experiences. So, for people who are researching on experiences, usually they look at the phenomenological research approach as part of their methodology. This approach was founded by Edmund in the 20th century, and it has evolved in such a way that different scholars look at it differently, but the basis of it is that the term phenomenology is derived from a Greek word which means that which appears, and logos means study. So this is just a philosophical study of experiences. So if your research is focusing on experiences, this is one of the methodologies that you can consider. Every methodological approach has got some underlying assumptions. These are some of the underlying assumptions associated with phenomenology. It assumes that the world views are socially constructed. To say the way we make meaning, it depends on the social surroundings. And that knowledge is subjective, meaning that different people may have different experiences. People may be in the same environment but experience the same phenomenon differently depending on who they are. At the same time, because the research is subjective, the observer is also part of what's being observed, because what we see depends on who we are. There is also another important assumption that human interest is the one that drives science. To say, when you think about scientific phenomenon, it depends on what humans are interested in. So these are some of the theoretical assumptions that underline phenomenology. As a researcher, there are roles that are typical if you are doing a phenomenological approach. The big thing is that the researcher will be trying to understand the experiences of the participants and focus on the meaning, to say, given those experiences, what does that mean? And the researcher's role again is to come up with explanations or theories from the data. There's something that you observe, you understand, and try to unpack and make meaning out of those experiences. The typical data collection tools for this approach are many. The multiple data sources are important because they enable triangulation so that you can consider different perspectives of what is being observed. This approach also allows for small sample size. Small sample sizes are important because they help you to have an in-depth understanding of what's going on within that environment. So the data collection methods are typically of the qualitative methods, such as interviews, which can be semi-structured or unstructured depending on the objectives of the study. So if you want to understand human experiences, this is an approach to consider, where you end up using, say, interviews for people to share their experiences of a phenomenon. So thank you for listening. I want to wish you the best with your research.